aggressive.
Torrey Craig feeds Matthew Dellavedova. He feeds the net. Rebound Torrey Craig.
Well, it's a problem.
Elijah Pepper. He's having a save for Perth. Craig. Nice. Jalen Galloway sticks it up for Xavier Cooks. Here's Kendrick Davis trying to put an exclamation mark on the end of the second quarter. KD has the crowd fired up.
Torrey Craig comes out for three, and so does Doolittle.
JLA plays it perfectly. Christian Doolittle just keeps scoring.
Wildcats are away.
JLA dumps two more. The Kings are being challenged. Up steps Dellavedova. What noise? Oh, what? Oh, now at the other end, there's a bigger cheer for the block than there was the bomb. Windler drops three. Davis takes full value. Big minutes, big moments for the Sydney Kings. The final 10 seconds. Perth shooting, Doolittle misses. JLA, he misses. Dellavedova takes control. It's there for the Sydney Kings. They'll go to Perth on Saturday, playing for a final spot.
Game one was a classic, and will the sequel deliver another blockbuster? There's the two big names ahead of this game. It is game two here in Perth, and we're looking forward to seeing the Wildcats take on the Sydney Kings. A big crowd in the house. The Red Army up and about, but they've got plenty of work to do as the Kings head towards the championship. Let's have a look. Derek Rucker joins me alongside Brad Rosen. Gents, all on the line for the Perth Wildcats tonight.
It certainly is, Lockie, and this road to the championship is one that is littered with speed bumps, adversity, and a lot of different processes that teams must go through to get to the championship series. And right here, the Perth Wildcats, well, their backs are up to the wall. They must get it done this evening here at RAC Arena.
Well, you know it's a big game where Damien Martin just moves aside and Brad Rosen comes in.
Oh, please, never.
That was a classic on Wednesday night. Do you think it'll be the same tonight?
Yeah, I do. I think, it's win or go home. That's what it is for Perth. It's pretty simple. And for the Sydney Kings, well, they want to wrap this thing up. But we just saw the game beforehand. Anything is possible. Adelaide looked like they were winning. Southeast get the win.
35 points from this man. He is just a genius, Derek Rucker, and he's going to guide his team once again for Sydney fans, hopefully to a win.
Well, he's so talented and in good form. I cannot remember the last time that Kendrick Davis put together just an average performance, and he was outstanding in game one. Hit big shot after big shot in the fourth quarter.
And the dude can do absolutely anything, can't he, Brad Rosen? This man is unstoppable, 31-6.
And he had 4 points at half-time. That's what this guy is. He's special, and I anticipate another time. I did mention just before, I do see Dellavedova going on him, but he will rise to this occasion.
Oh, we're looking forward to this one, and we're joined also by a superstar of the NBL courtside. Mark Worthington got an update for us on Dylan Windler.
Yeah, Dylan Windler did not get through the last game. We saw him limp off the court. We believe it's a tear in his plantar fasciitis. He's in a moon boot. He's on crutches, and we don't know if we're going to see him for the rest of the season. I think a lot of talk has been around Elijah Pepper and what he's been going to be able to bring to this Wildcats team. But for me, David Duke Jr. has a huge role to play for the Wildcats now. Not only leading the team as the point guard position, but just like Torrey Craig did in game one, be that NBA player that brings presence and poise to this Wildcats outfit. I'm looking for a huge game from David Duke Jr.
Good on you, Wortho. Look forward to hearing from you throughout the night. As we said, huge game for the Perth Wildcats. The fans are out in full force, hoping to get their team through to game three. What are your thoughts right now as we sit? I know a lot probably in the stands are thinking we gave it our best shot on Wednesday. It's going to be a tough assignment without Dylan Windler.
Well, John, really, I think he'll be looking at better tempo management and control of the pace. I thought they allowed Kendrick Davis to get out in transition and off of steals and run outs too easily. So that means their defensive transition effort must be better, Brad. They got to hustle, build a wall, show Davis, Torrey Craig, show them jerseys in front of them.
Yeah, look, one of the strengths with Brian Goorjian is he would not have been happy with the way they played that game on Wednesday night. Yes, they got the win, but the big one was they gave up 17 more rebounds and 20 offensive rebounds overall for the whole game. That is too much, and that's not going to get it done. And next, you have to match the physicality. This is going to be a very hard first 6 minutes, and the Kings did not do a good job of that in game one. They need to fix that up here.
Here's the starting five for the Perth Wildcats, of course. One force change. David Duke Jr. Jr. comes into the lineup with Dylan Windler out injured. They had to make that change. There was really no alternative, aside from maybe going Aquera, going a little taller and being a little different.
Duke Jr. is playing good basketball at the moment, and he is a key if the Wildcats are to win this game.
I like that they're doing this because I'd put Duke Jr. on Davis. Then that moves Henshall on to Galloway. I'm okay with that.
All right. Great to have you here, Brad, as well. There's the starting five for the Sydney Kings. Nothing really unusual there. Dellavedova's part of that lineup.
And Dellavedova, his leadership is more important at times than his productivity, Lockie.
Yeah, agreed.
Absolutely. Here we go. Fans will stand and we'll get stuck into this game. Lots of chat up as we await Game 2, semi-finals. Sydney, first touch. Davis, the man. Now to Cooks. Galloway. Some great matchups here as Dellavedova just floats one straight into the hoop to get the Kings underway 2-zip.
Great first set there, and Dellavedova ends up with a little floater. Good first possession. Excellent execution by the Kings.
Duke Jr. I liked his game on Wednesday. Needs to hit those sort of shots, though. The hands were pretty good from Pepper. Kings, though, on the rebound, will take it all the way down to the rack and score it off the glass for 2 with Cooks.
Beautiful move from Xavier. That's exactly what Derek was talking about a little bit earlier. Just does those little things, finishes on the rim with the left.
Lots of body contact with Malual, and then Henshall finds some space and rams it in the hoop.
Miscommunication away from the ball on a screen, and Henshall makes the Kings pay. He really needs that for his confidence early in this one.
Bright start from both teams. Galloway trying to draw the foul. Davis, a rare touch early in this game. Duke Jr.'s got a tough ass. Davis just throws it up and it won't go in.
Now, something to watch out for. Duke Jr. did a good job on Davis when he had the basketball. Where he struggled was coming off the screens away from the ball.
Doolittle nearly turned it over. Joe Luala-Chul crucial in this game.
Wow, no call.
And Pepper steals it, floats one, into the hoop for 2.
It was a no call, but I got no problems with that. Keep going back to JLA. When he comes over his left shoulder with that right hand hook, it's brilliant. And talking of brilliant, Kendrick Davis with 3.
Very physical. JLA and Suarez are going at it at both ends of the court. JLA has gone down here. And I think that's a retaliation because the big man from the Cats had a crack at him down the offensive ends.
And JLA strategically peeks over at the referees to see what's going on. Kendrick Davis continues to blaze away from the three-point line. You see Suarez comes barreling into the back of Joe Luala-Chul Jr.
So the foul was on Duke Jr.
Yeah, it was on a push that pushed Suarez into JLA. Okay. So that's where the call was.
So it'll be a Sydney ball.
You'll just see it here.
Here it is here.
Right there. There's 2 hands straight on Suarez. No question, that's a foul.
Outstanding officiating by the crew on that one.
An early one for Duke Jr. He's got to keep out of foul trouble. The hands were okay. He'll do a little quick whipping pass over to Delhi. That one's a little short. Suarez is very strong, but there's a bit of holding and it will go against the big man.
Well, Brad, you mentioned the physicality early, and it's certainly that. Suarez gets whistled for a foul on this occasion, but a good sign early for the Wildcats on the offensive end in that Henshall and Pepper, 2 guys that have been struggling, have been successful with their first shots.
Great start to game 2. 7 plays 4. Luala-Chul loses possession. Pepper stands Davis. Round his back he goes. Little jumper, he sweets.
Half sub, Kendrick Davis with a mid-range. So tough in ISO situations in transition.
Perth got to take care of the ball on the offensive end. If you turn it over like that, Derek, that was one of your keys. Defensive transition, it just makes it tougher.
It's the do up against Delhi. And Do says, you need to be a little taller to stop me. Here's Cooks to Galloway. Back to Galloway. He'll throw it up, and gee, that's a nice shot.
Something he's definitely improved on over the last 12, 24 months. He's really trying to knock that down and hit a couple of big ones on Wednesday night and follows it up with that one right now.
Great matchup out here. Look at this, Lockie. A bulldog on defense against an absolute stud.
He did the job on that occasion. Dellavedova, ball's loose, and he'll pick up the crumbs as well. Suarez on the break. Taking on Malual, came out of his hands. Good defense, Pepper. Now Henshall, will he stop? He should have probably shot that one. He tried to feed it through to Pepper.
Well, actually, right there, he had Suarez set up. If he would have used a pocket dribble, crossed over, he could have beaten Suarez off the bounce, and Suarez can't afford to commit a foul right now, so Henshall squandered a really good opportunity there.
Two new subs coming in right now. Torrey Craig coming in for Dellavedova, just exhausted, and Malual, well, he'll pick up now Doolittle, so we'll see how that goes, because on Wednesday night, Doolittle had his way with everything other than Dellavedova.
6-point ball game here at the RAC Arena. Henshall must get into this game and have an impact. That one can't drop for him.
Yeah, I'd like to see them go to Pepper a little bit as well. They need that guy to get going. He hasn't had many points this series so far, and a foul's going to be there. But if we talk about Elijah Pepper there, he's had some outstanding games, but one of the things that's really interesting is anytime he scores over 18 this season, they win. And his top 4 scores this year are all here in our RAC Arena, and they're all over 20 points. They need Elijah Pepper to get going, even more so with no Dylan Windler in this game.
So here we go, 6 points the margin. Torrey Craig into the action. Sydney have been just a demon of a team with him playing, and that's exactly why. Straight into the game, straight from three-point land.
And again, he continues to shoot the ball well from mid-range and beyond the three-point line.
Oh, they're into Doolittle at the moment. Stelly, Malual as well. Two's just dribbling around the court. He feeds one underneath, won't go. Pepper. He's stuck between two, but still slides it off the glass for 2.
And John really looking for a basket interference call, but Craig is right back at him, draws the foul on Wagstaff, gets one across the nose, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Wagstaff called for that foul.
Well, Lockie, you see how the Kings are pushing that basketball. Again, I highlighted it earlier. There needs to be more effort. There are only 2 Wildcats players in front of the basketball as Craig has it after a made basket. That's not good enough.
Torrey Craig, what a season he's had. I know it's only been about 9 games, but he has just been so powerful since he's been here. He had 20 points on Wednesday night and led the Kings in rebounding with 9 rebounds. Derek, I thought one of the things as he misses a free throw that was brilliantly brought up by you on Wednesday night is how he and Duke Jr., as in former NBA players, go, right, this is my time now, it's playoffs.
He's missed them both. He got the boards and there's a foul there. So that was burgers for Perth, but Torrey Craig will go back to the line to shoot a couple of tack.
Well,
is the code word.
But it's unacceptable. He shot a free throw, no one boxes him out, he gets his own rebound. That's just attention to detail. You're down 15 out, you're down 1-0 in the series. These attention to details is massive if Perth want to get away with this win.
That code word again, attack. And Craig will drop both of them.
Well, it's a dark victory for the Wildcats crowd as they get burgers, but it costs them 2 free throws in one of the strangest play phases we've seen in a while from the free throw line.
Junior feeds it out. He was out of court. So Nance. So a couple of mistakes early for the Perth Wildcats, and they trail at the moment by 9 points. 5 remaining in this first term.
And 17 points for the Sydney Kings after less than 5 minutes. Is less than an ideal start on the defensive end from John Riley's men, and they just can't contain this guy right here. He's got full control of the game right now.
That one's a little firm, boxing out better on that occasion.
Yeah, good box out.
A couple of changes coming again for Perth as Duke Jr. gathers. It'll rattle around. Trying to take the board was Wagstaff. 17-8 that score. Davis.
He wants him here.
He wants the one-on-one action. The jumper, though, is a little short by Galloway. Nearly hauled it in. It'll be a Wildcats ball, though.
Not a bad job there by Russell Nance. He kept the ball in front of him, made Davis shoot a pull-up, contested mid-range shot. John really could not have asked for more in that situation. Wildcats will get the ball and bring it.
Aquira stepping in here, didn't play the other night, obviously, in game one, so we'll see what minutes and how he is at the moment, but he can be a key for them tonight.
They do need a big game from him. Here's Henshall will put it on the floor up against Cooks. Has him covered, the pass inside good, and then the swat away even better though. Cooks is up and about. Also Nance with a steal. Lots of hands in there, and it'll be Cooks, I think, that might be called for that one. Yes, it will be. An early one for him. 17-8 still. Score stuck on that at the moment. Got to find the ball. So a very unusual 5 here for the Perth Wildcats if you go through Nance, Henshall, Wagstaff, Doolittle and Aquira.
Yeah, this is where they really, you miss a guy, Windler's expertise in play.
This man needs to be a playmaker. Screen was set for him. Quick pass. Also Nance under pressure, but didn't matter.
Well, Derek and I were out here about an hour and a half ago, and he was shooting threes, and he did not miss. He was very confident, shot the ball well, and right in that possession there, knocked it down for the Wildcats.
Little opening here for Torrey Craig, and he just slots it in. He's an accomplished player.
What a beautiful move there. Got some hang time. Beautiful finish in traffic.
Now down the other ends. Wagstaff, quick ball movement now. Doolittle finds Henshall. This needs to go in. So now they're starting to shoot the threes and making them as well. Trimmed it back to 5.
Big. That is huge for Ben Henshall, leading the Wildcats with 5 points at the moment.
Quatnoy can't make it go. Also Nance has been a live wire for him. He's Aquira. Nearly loses control. And it'll be a King's ball in the ends.
And Christian Doolittle yelling over at John Riley. Get me the basketball as we look at the Amy replay. Nice job there. Henshall doesn't wait. He must play instinctive basketball and not try and overthink situations. Caught it in rhythm. He's got a pretty stroke. Amy replay, 3-ball Henshall. Good.
Well, he's right, Derek. He's only taken 1 shot, Doolittle, and made it. He needs to take 20 to 25 shots at a minimum tonight.
Here's Quatnoy again. Spoke to him in the pre-game. Very confident of win tonight. Here's Doolittle. Got ball in hands. Nearly slipped over. Aquira deciding he's going to shoot. That's way shorts.
Probably trying to do a little bit too much, David. Aquira at the moment. I understand his enthusiasm. Now he's back on the floor.
A steal. JLA. Cooks reaching in. No foul called. JLA will finish the play. 3 points now the margin.
Thought they called a foul there, was just having a look. A little bit sloppy for Torrey Craig, felt like he got hit. Good little thought there from Xavier Cooks, but look at the balance from JLA. Hits the 2, and of course, Aquira comes out. Just looked a little step behind. As we always say, playoff basketball, the intensity rises.
And he's had the plantar fasciitis as well, so he's been out for quite some time. He'll be managing his minutes. Back to their starting 5 for the Perth Wildcats. Dellavedova.
Well, see, that's better deep by now. And the first possession, he tried to come over that screen, and Delhi gets a little floater. The next 2 times, he's allowing Delhi to shoot the 3. That's better defense. Good work by Elijah Pepper.
Good semi-final action here. Game 2 was an absolute beauty. Pass inside, a ripper, and the juke slides it in for 2.
Doolittle playing a different role tonight, not necessarily looking to score the basketball, but facilitating and providing opportunities for his teammates.
Delhi stuck, had to give it off. Cooks is there for a long time, and he's been called. There's a bit of a buzz in the building now. Poor start from Perth, great start from Sydney, but now it's just a 1-point ball game. You feel the crowd are involved.
Oh, absolutely. You'll see this, and then Derek Rucker calls, come on, there's 3 seconds in there. And of course, the referees look over at D. Ruck and says, I've got it all.
Well, good thing there's buzz in the building, Lockie, because there's certainly no air conditioning.
Very true. Doolittle, Pepper, fading away,
That's
shooting.
all right. I got no problem with that. Get it up. They need him to shoot.
Minute to go. And a steal, no. Well, he has improved his defence, Elijah Pepper, this year.
Generally, we wrap. This team was down, what was it, 17-8, whatever it was. They were down, but they've fought their way back, and it's come from good defence.
Up to 9 points, might be a little further out, though, now, because this man is smoking it right now.
10 points early, picking up from where he left off in game 1. Relatively low-scoring first quarter.
Duke wants to get it to Doolittle. In the end, he's forced to put it up himself. That one won't go. And there's a foul underneath. And Xavier Cooks wants a chat about this one.
I think
he's cooled down.
I think this is the proper call here by Nico Fernandez. Calls out on Xavier Cooks for getting David Duke Jr. on the wrist or forearm area. Duke so strong getting in there. Yeah, right there, you see Cooks swatted. Although Cooks has a case for Duke Jr.'s left hand on his shoulder to propel himself up in the air.
Well, interesting as well. They did call it shooting foul. Where was he coming down? Was he shooting it? And it wasn't team fouls.
So Duke will go to the line. Of course, the NBL app is your ultimate finals destination for live scores, in-depth stats. There's Dylan Windler out injured. Jaron Rilly's also been out injured for quite some time.
They could use those two, couldn't they?
You can catch all the breaking news, expert analysis. You can hear the D-Ruck in action on the NBL app. But well worth downloading. Have you got something special?
I'm glad you said downloading. It's not well worth listening to Rucker.
You guys aren't always there before the first
Oh, dear.
Only joking, not really.
And I must apologise, Damien Martin is crook, so...
oh, yes.
Yes, we hope he's doing okay, the great man. As Davis misses his shot. So Damien Martin's like the nicest bloke in the history of the world, and you would be number 2, Brad Rosen.
Elijah. Now, Ben Pepper hits a 3 to make it number 3.
He's taken over as the Prince of Perth for this very moment.
Well, he was salty that he didn't get that turnover off for Torrey Craig earlier. Pepper comes right back and knocks down a contested 3. Wildcats take the lead.
Game 2, lining up here. Pass is good. Suarez has to shoot, little firm. Torrey Craig did really well, but it was no score. Time and run outs. The Cats lead it by 1 inside the jungle. Listen to the roar. 23-22. Welcome back to RSC Arena. A thrilling start from both these teams. Game 2, everything on the line for both of them, but in particular for the Perth Wildcats. They're one down in this semi-final series, and they're one up at quarter time. It's been heated. These two had a bit of a crack at each other, and then Xavier Cooks unleashed on the referees at the end of the quarter. He is fired up. He wants his team to get through to the grand final series right here, right now. So we get the second quarter underway. Here's Pepper, got a license to thrill.
And he was a player that needed to step up with Windler unavailable, and he's done that early. Knocked down his second three.
Sorry, D-Ruck. Torrey Craig at the other end. He's already got the 10. That one misses. Here's Duke Jr. Wagstaff.
Oh, this is Perth Wildcats basketball. Jesse Wagstaff, obviously not extremely huge points on Wednesday night, but he is a different player in this venue. Knocks down the 3. Pepper hits a 3. Oh, it was a 2.
But good energy early from the Wildcats. The ball is popping well on the offensive end, and obviously it helps significantly when you see that ball go through the hoop. And right now they're 5 of 10 from deep, 52% from the field.
So quarter time in game 1, Perth with 24, Sydney 22. Quarter time here in game 2, Perth 22, Perth 23, Sydney 22. So it promises another beauty. There's another steal. Defense is good from the Cats. Pepper. A little bit of patience on this occasion. Henshall tempted. Will get it back though. Jumping into him is Galloway. No score though.
It was close. I've seen similar plays allowed to continue through. Brad is waved away here. Smart basketball though by Henshall. He comes off of that. Contact's there.
No, you can't call that. That's not a fun. Nice shot though, gives him confidence.
Yep. Duke Jr. Shorts, Suarez with the boards. 7 points, the margin. Kendrick, speed, lightning. He goes straight to the rack and scores the 2. That's hard to stop.
He's just a blur in transition. It's imperative that the Wildcats get back and in front of Davis and keep him there.
Joe Lualachul has been fouled. He's on the pass.
Well, now that's going to be number 2 on Suarez, and Brian Gorgon looks to his bench. He's getting confirmation indeed that it is his second foul, and now he has a decision to make. Do you roll the dice with Suarez?
10 points for Pepper, 10 for Craig. They're the leaders at the moment. Loose ball. Pass is good. Davis, plenty of time to throw it up. That time he couldn't make it go. And I think that might have come off Wagstaff's hand. He was the man in front. It'll be a Sydney ball. Wagstaff needs a bit of a rest. Doolittle back into the game.
Well, Christian Doolittle played the whole 10 minutes of the first quarter. He's only set out here just a minute 38. You would anticipate him to play high 30s, and if not, maybe not come off again for the rest of the evening.
That's probably a very accurate statement, Brad. I think his rest is over for the night, other than mandatory breaks as that ball comes off of Henshall. Kings retain possession.
The defense has picked up from Perth. 29-24.
Well, Lockie, we saw them do this last week where they held Melbourne United to 24 in the second half.
Yeah.
Now, they're not at that level yet, but they're trending in the right direction after allowing the Kings 17 in the first 5 minutes, and there's a lot of discussion and pushing going on right now.
It's heated.
Oh, I love it. This is playoff basketball. Yeah. This is what it should be. Perth realise they don't win here, they're done. And they are letting everyone in the Sydney Kings know you're not having this easily.
So it was 17-8 at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. It's now 29-24 in favour of Perth. Delhi in the corner. Swish.
Well, he knocked down 3 threes in game 1. And those were all vital. And he comes up with another one here as Suarez goes after JLA again, Lockie.
So he's got 3. JLA will just suck in the deep ones right now.
Brad, what do we think?
Just having a look here. Oh, I mean, yes, a foul, but nothing more than that.
No. It'll be a blocking foul, and Suarez will have to sit for a while now.
Well, Goodrick comes on for him now. He's played some good minutes this year, and Suarez hears it from RAC Arena as he comes off.
I don't think he can complain about that foul. He's chatting to Gorge. I'm not sure what he's saying.
Now, Xavier Cooks has just gotten a behavior warning.
Yeah, he's up and about, Xavier.
Well, it hurts them by having Suarez out because they did get punished on the offensive glass last game. So now if you're Perth, you go crash that every single time.
So Cooks with the behaviour warning as Henshall shooting, and Henshall has the hot hands.
He and Pepper are cooking early. They've got a combined 18 points. And keep in mind, Xavier Cooks has 2 fouls as well, as Henshall and Cooks are tangled up.
Yeah. Big will hand it off. Delhi got some space. That one's short. 32-27. So much energy on the court here. Pepper showing some handles. Now to Duke Jr. Sees an opening. Oh, the elbow to the face.
That was unnecessary because he had the angle on Davis. He's obviously got the size. All he has to do is gather, elevate, and finish. We see there.
Yeah.
And that's excessive. And that's also Duke Jr.'s second foul.
Absolutely. 32-27. That is the score. And of course, earlier tonight, brilliant game. Southeast Melbourne getting over the line over Adelaide. And this man was a star. His name is Nathan Sobey.
I've got the Foot Locker player of the game with me, Nathan Sobey. Sobes, 41 points in an elimination game. Is that the best game of basketball you've ever played?
I'm just glad I could make some shots this game. Obviously, last game wasn't able to connect from the 3, so to come out and make a few felt good.
What changed after halftime? You obviously came out firing, but as a team, you were a different group out there.
I mean, we had to leave it all on the line. If we didn't, then we were going home. So boys knew we had to come out and respond, and guys really got after it on the defensive end, which led to us getting the flow on the offense.
You were down by 18 points at one point. That's the biggest comeback in Southeast Melbourne history. At any point, did you think that that was over?
Nah, I mean, I know the group we've got. We understand what we can do. Obviously, the first half wasn't really us. I mean, credit to them too. They were really good. The other night, they were really good too. So we've got to get ready for Game 3 and try and make it as difficult as possible.
You kept the series alive. Congrats. We'll see you for Game 3.
Thank you. Cheers.
That one's going to Game 3. The end result, Southeast 101 to Adelaide 92. It was an amazing turnaround.
Derek said to me, let's get an e-bike and ride to Adelaide to watch that game, and then we'll get to Sydney after that if there's a Game 3.
Well, Nathan Sobey, 14 of 27 from the field.
Amazing.
8 of 16 from the 3. That's how you step up when you're a star.
It's all about this game now, though. So Nance in the face of Kendrick Davis, and then trying to steal it. It was good play in the end. Quick pass, Pepper. Will shoot, always shoots. Rebound is good, Henshall. The energy, sensational from the team in red.
And I love John Riley's courage as Russell Nance and Kendrick Davis again. A little boxing match in the backcourt, but I love Riley's courage to go with Pepper, Henshall, and Russo Nance out there on the floor this big moment in the game, giving them a lot of energy.
So the foul there going the Wildcats guard way, 34-27. 10 points for Craig, 10 for Henshall, 10 for Pepper. 7 for Kendrick Davis. You feel like he's got a few moments coming up just to light things up and get his team back into it. Malual's beautiful move. He slid through.
Well, we've spoken a lot about this, I say kid, because he's still young this year, but he is just getting better and better every time.
He's got to take on Doolittle now. Well, he's right in his face. It's a good challenge for him. The Do, though, at the foul line, bit firm.
Wow, look at the pace.
Incredible stuff. Cooks, quick pass, Galloway. Henshall's up against him. Galloway really had a hand in the face. Probably a force shot in the end, might have just been useful to throw it around a little bit.
Well, Doolittle needs to go one-on-one here. It is struggling to keep it. He rises above whoever is on him. He can take him anytime he likes.
Hands in there were good from Davis. Stuck in from behind. And the little layup was good as well. John really wants to have to chat to his team. Doolittle frustrated that no one was telling him what was happening behind him.
Well, it's a good job there by the Sydney Kings. Essentially, they're showing 2.5 bodies to Doolittle. Now, he's not a natural point guard, so some of these situations are foreign to him, but he's got to make the adjustment right here in this timeout.
Absolutely. 34-31 is the score. The Tangerine timeout coming your way, and I think Wortho might have a bit of a star in the house. Wortho, is his name Luke Travers?
Well, we're mates, Lockie, so I call him LT, unlike yourself. But LT, welcome back into the country, mate. We've had a bit of a stint in the NBA now. What's been your initial thoughts and feelings about your first run?
Maybe that I belong. I feel like every time I was out there, I kind of played my role to the best of my ability, and really felt like I belonged in there. So hopefully that's the plan for the rest of the career, and we'll pretty much go from there.
Obviously, everyone wants to see you back in the NBL, but I'm sure you still got bigger hopes and dreams of making it back to the league. Where are you at right now, and what do you want to get out of this next few months?
I mean, just get healthy. I think that's the biggest part. Keep improving on my body, improving my game. Yeah, obviously the goal is to get back to the league. Not closing off any doors, but yeah, that's the biggest goal right now.
Good luck, mate.
Great to see him in the house. Lukey Travers played for Perth for several seasons, then a bit of a stint for Melbourne United, then headed overseas. Enjoyed watching him playing here in the NBL, maybe back when he's a little older.
I think I saw a few crowds waving his singlet saying, come on, yes. Luke, put it on. It's okay.
Just give him the Windler number 3. Yeah.
Well, he had some big performances in this G League season. It's just indicative of how tough it is to really crack into the NBA. He's just got to stay with it. And I love what he said. He knows he belongs now.
Here's Doolittle. Wow. He'll be fouled.
Strong.
He's just a bully, isn't he?
And you see right there, John really put him in the face-up situation in the mid-range area where he was able to be a lot closer to the basket. Good catch point right there. Now his size is too much for Malual to deal with.
Well, his patience is in his game. He's brilliant. He understands the moment, and that's what I like about him. He stays composed, and he just reads what the defense gives him. And look, good players make plays, but great players make the right play, and that's what he's doing right there.
A little message coming through. Didn't hear the end of it, but JLA having a few words. Roller coaster ride this one. 56 lead changes in game 1. It was a record in the 40-minute game. Sydney started well on this occasion, but Perth have charged back. Malual, though, trying to trim that, and he does it by 2.
He has a knack for making timely three-pointers, and critical shots can come at any stage of the game, and this is certainly a critical moment in this one.
Here's the pass. Doolittle loses control. The pressure immense. Pepper nearly stole it. Davis from 3. Rattles around. Well done by Henshall, although the pass not good. And it was slapped out of court. It'll be a Cats ball.
Well, this is the thing that Pepper needs to be careful of when he's playing defense, and we see the Amy replay here. Great defense from Doolittle, but see over there, that is not playing Dellavedova now. You've got to fight over harder, not give Malual the 3. He shoots different, and then in the next possession, Doolittle turns it over, and then Pepper goes for the steal, misses it. Now it's 5-on-3 instead of it being 5-on-4. Luckily, they got the ball back, but you've got to play every possession and know who you're guarding.
5 to go before halftime. Jalawala just with the 2 points at the moment, with his 2 shots in this game. Doolittle. Henshall. And there's a bit of holding going on. So Kwatnoy wants to review this one, but it'll be foul for him.
And that will send JLA to the free throw line, as that's team foul number 5 on the Sydney Kings.
Well, Brian Gorshin looked at his coach there, who's on the video camera, or should I say the recorder, the worst job in Australia, isn't it, being on there? And they just said, nope, don't foul. It's a foul, don't call it.
So JLA to the line. The 100-year tour is coming your way for the Harlem Globetrotters. We love the Harlem Globetrotters, and you can enjoy all the action They're coming to your city. This is your only chance to be part of the Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour across Australia. Don't miss out. Buy your tickets now.
You know my prediction, don't you, Lockie? The Washington Generals are winning that game.
They're going to
break it.
Is that right?
They're going to break the drought.
Okay, I don't trust you. I don't think you're right.
I'll be there to watch.
Malual up against Pepper. That basket won't go. He'll get it back again. That one a little firm, though. Drops in. Strong stuff from the youngster.
Malual with an important 7 points early. Oh, that's go!
Oh, dear me. Oh, see, no, he's okay.
Well, that is a great sign to see Xavier Cooks at least making the effort to get back. He falls asleep on that, and then such a great athlete and just gets tremendous elevation, and unluckily goes over the back of a crouched Ben Henshall.
So Cooks has got 3 as well now. Suarez has got 3.
Well, they're going to go back with Suarez.
Yes, Suarez is coming back onto the courts.
Well, more importantly for the Sydney Kings is that Xavier Cooks is able to walk off the floor. And Brian Gorger will come back with Tim Suarez.
Okay, so
well, this just tells you where Brian knows this game's at. He doesn't want to hold him off. There's still 4 minutes 25. The game's tight. But yeah, he knows that it's important. That's why he's getting Suarez back into this game. But like you said, Xavier's okay. He's gone back. He's sitting on the bench and all seems to be okay.
So Suarez is, I gave him an extra, I think.
Now, there's been a correction.
Yep.
One of the fouls wasn't actually called on Suarez, so he has 2.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's good. You want all the players out there, especially this man, because he can create some magic. Stolen though, no, not back into his hands, and then Rutherford did all the right things, and then in the end he jumped, thinking I can finish this little defensive play with a swan away and look like a champion.
You know what, it's so hard, and as someone who played against the guy sitting next to me, you try so hard to play against these superstars, and you feel like, I got it, and then they just have the control. I'm not going to rise here. I fake, I see you, and then I draw it. It's just elite playmaking.
And it seems like Kendrick Davis is struggling in this game, but he's already got 10 points and a couple of assists. He really hasn't pressed his foot down hard, and that's not a great sign for the Wildcats, as he has another point to his total to tie this game up. Good effort there by Dante Russell-Nance.
He sits down with 3. And we're all tied up now. Jory Craig up against Henshall. Wagstaff back on. Doolittle. They need to get this man rolling. Do off balance, still shoots. Joe Luala-Chul inside. No, too firm. Doolittle couldn't hold on to it. Then he puts his head down, but Suarez had gathered the ball quickly. Davis now. Quatnoy puts it on the floor, up against the big man in Doolittle. Well done to Suarez, keeps it alive.
2 good rebounds by Tim Suarez.
Quick pass over the top, he can finish it with a shot. No, he doesn't go. He deserved better than that, Timmy Suarez. Work ethic was terrific. Still tied up. Doolittle just on the 4 points. With the ball in his hand a lot as Pepper is short. Well done by Henshall.
Doolittle has Kendrick Davis on the whole possession.
Well, it's just been called there because the shot clock reset to 24, which should be 14 and an offensive rebound. But you're right, Derek, you got to go into Doolittle. But I agree with what Lockie was just saying before. Now go to JLA. You got Tim Suarez on 2, and I know we said we thought it was 3, but now it's 2. You still want him to get his 3rd foul. Roll it in, let him get him over his left shoulder. Tim's not going to foul, or if he does, that's even better for Perth. So I'd be going straight into that right now.
Let's head courtside to Wortho as Pepper gathers at Wortho.
Yeah, Brad, you've read my mind, mate, and the importance of getting JLA a touch, not in a cross-pick action, but actually on the front of the rim.
Yeah.
Brad, Derek, I know you guys would have loved beating the big man in this situation. Kings in foul trouble, still 3 minutes to play in the half.
Another watch will shoot. A lot of confidence in this boy, and that's a terrific shot.
Great shot.
Sheepers, he's got the 10 as well, 4 of 6 from the field and defending well.
Just hear where they said you passed the ball, Derek. Oh, must do.
JLA lopes to the bucket and lays one in easy.
Keep going back at that. He needs more shots as well.
Craig with the pass. Behind the back to Quatnoy.
He's had some good looks.
Yeah.
Just not dropping for him. Quick on the outlet. Joe Lawala, Chul off balance. No, couldn't make it go. Pepper. Back to Henshall with time. Benny Boy drops it.
Ben Henshall finding his rhythm here in the jungle. 14 points thus far.
Torrey Craig with the fadeaway. Can't make it go. 43-41. What a half of basketball. Hope you're enjoying it. Ben Henshall again for 3. That's a little firm and adventurous. He smiles and says, okay, I'll just woo back a touch now.
Well, this is an important minute 27, and both teams have a timeout left. I am surprised they just didn't go in here and settle down. JLA's coming out because he's exhausted. I probably would have liked to seen a timeout there from one team just to settle it down and try and take this lead comfortably into halftime.
Well, Sydney would like to see a burst from Kendrick Davis like they did at the end of the second quarter in game 1. Now's the time where he can really impact the game.
He's having a crack now. That's short. Jersey was being held on that occasion. Torrey Craig sees the opening. And Jesse Wagstaff stares down the referees. We've got a timeout. A lot of holding on going on, he says. Tangerine timeouts.
And Brad, I would look to get JLA back in the game after this timeout. Every second is going to count as we get into this second half.
Well, I think you made a good point. What you said is that was a real turning point on Wednesday night. Oh, here we have a look at Bunnings. We'll come back to that, Lockie. Look at these kids going.
Yeah, love Bunnings. Great supporters of basketball. And especially the youngsters. Look at this shot too.
Ooh, nice
stroke. Those went in from 3, straight through the hoop. Straight in it went. Well done,
the enthusiasm, Lockie. I love it.
But I love the players down on the court, the young athletes getting to blend in and get a feel for what it's like down there with that Bunnings Warehouse courtside access. Awesome.
I love a lot of the teams as well now that you can watch them warm up on the court as well. I love seeing that. It's such a great initiative. But just going back to what you were saying about the JLA situation, yeah, get them in there, because that was a real turning point on Wednesday night when Kendrick Davis was able to get a couple of quick points going into halftime.
So we're all tied up again. It's delivering the sequel to game 1, one of the great finals games. Sunday Detch is getting some minutes in this second half. He'll have a defensive role, you'd have to say.
And you know, so many people were talking about the absence of Dylan Windler and what impact it would have on the Wildcats. But this is a very good basketball team and a championship level program. And no way they're going to come in front of their home crowd and just lie down, Lockie.
Absolutely. We've got some star players out there. And Torrey Craig is one of them. He's already sitting at 12 points. He's an amazing start to the game. Had 10 in the first term. Doolittle just struggling a touch to get away from Dellavedova and Malual. Here's Pepper. He's not struggling. He loves to shoot. It's some strong work by Goodrick for the Kings. Torrey Craig moves it in the front court. Little pass is nice. Kendrick had to throw it up in the end. Wasn't ideal. He was off balance. And now the Duke on the charge. Got Sunday Detch. Decides to put it on the floor. Whips it out. Henshall, man of the half. Bennington is rocking and rolling here inside the jungle.
Wow, he is on fire. Straight cash now. 4-7 from the 3 in this first half.
Time ticking down. Cats lead it by 3. Kendrick, the man in charge, gets the double team. Malual back to Davis. Shoots away. Doesn't go. Doolittle takes the board. Half time. Big half of basketball here in Perth. The undermanned Wildcats lead it by 3, 46-43.
Great first half of basketball. The Wildcats come out, and after the first 5 minutes, Ben Henshall got it cooking from deep, coupled with outstanding team defense. The Wildcats now find themselves going into the break, up 3.
And this man's been a star. 17 points for Ben Henshall. Wertho, take it away.
Ben, great start by you guys in the first half. Outstanding half by yourself. What have you been able to see through the Kings defense that allowed you to get off to this hot start?
I think we just got to stick with on what we've been working on all week. You know, we know what we're good at, and you know, we're shooting the ball well tonight. So yeah, keep getting to the paint, and those kickouts have been open.
What's the biggest point of emphasis for you guys in the second half for you to get this win and force a game 3?
Keep the same physicality. We got to clean up some more rebounds.
Good luck in the second half.
Yeah, he's been a terrific player. 17 points for Ben Henshall, thanks to Choice Hotels. It is half-time here in the West. The Wildcats lead it 46-43. Choice Hotels, if you want to stay somewhere, they are the place to stay.
Well, the experts said that the championship goes through Sydney, but the Perth Wildcats are challenging that to the tune of 3 points at half-time. What a game we've seen so far, back and forth, and it's the X-Factors. Young Ben Henshall, 17 points, and Elijah Pepper lighting it up from outside. The Sydney Kings, well, they can close it out here with a win. And one step towards the championships. The Perth Wildcats, they're fighting for Game 3. What do you make of this?
Yeah, and you see that Ben Henshall, he's having one hell of a game. It's great watching him really get confident, especially in that three-point shot he's taking. And I think a lot has to be said with that momentum shift. Hitting that final three leading into the second half, that has to be something that they have to really hold on to, the Perth Wildcats.
Yeah, feeling really good about it at the half, right? So now they've got a big second half left. But I said off the top, if they were to win this, they have to hit threes, at least 10 threes, and they've started well. And to be honest, yes, we expect this from Elijah Pepper, but Ben Henshall, Dante Russell-Nance, you see there, when it's Christian Doolittle's turn to go, even Wagstaff. What comes with a game like this is you're going to have to live with some poor shots as well. You just have to get hot. They've done that in the first half. Their first 6 threes were very efficient. Kept firing away, that's okay. They weren't all knocking down, but this hopefully goes into the second half.
And Beck, Lockie Reed mentioned it during the call, the confidence from John Rillie in their biggest game of the season to go with the young fellas. Henshall, big minutes. Dante Russell-Nance, who we don't see a lot, and they're rewarding him out there from outside.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also reading the moment, isn't it? When someone's hot, you keep them out there, you keep getting them the ball, so it's been good to see.
All thanks to Blackmores. You've been working that monitor over there pretty hard. What do you see on the defensive end?
Well, it's all about keeping the ball out of Kendrick Davis's hands. So let's have a look at what they've been doing really well. So keeping it out of Kendrick Davis's hands however you can. So you see David Duke Jr. there. He's the one trying to deny him. So yes, everyone else can make a play, but Kendrick Davis is the worst one for have the ball in the hands from a Perth perspective. Duke blows it up. What are you happy to live with? They're happy to live with that from Matthew Dellavedova. The flip side of that is if you don't lock in and keep the ball out of his hands, this is what can happen. Yes, it's a miss from Sydney, but when you're trying to deny that first pass, it's a quick throw to Kouat-Noy, then there's confusion. Kouat-Noy's not going to miss too many open threes like that in the second half. That first one was perfect. Really try and be aggressive and physical and keep it out of Kendrick Davis's hands, because then someone else has to make plays. Yes, they can do it, but it's not their runner-up MVP.
We've got a big second half coming up here, but if you're just tuning in now and you missed the entree, the first game, South East Melbourne Phoenix versus the Adelaide 36ers. What a contest that was. South East Melbourne trailed by 13 at halftime, and Nathan Sobey exploded in the second half, mainly the third quarter, all the way to 41 points. He put the team on his back, and what a finish it was to keep the series alive.
I mean, he was phenomenal, wasn't he? And especially in that first half, he was the one, like you said, put his team on his back, and he just kept knocking down shots. But that third quarter was a game that he has to be so proud of, and he'll look back on and be like, wow, that could be one of my best performances.
Well, Joe asked him, was that the greatest game you've ever had? And he played it really cool, didn't he? Come on, Sobes, that was 100% the best game you ever played.
But that confidence now heading into Game 3, which is not that far away at all, that's going to be huge, because for Adelaide, they had it. They had 13 points at halftime. As much as that's not an insurmountable lead as we saw, to give up a lead in a series like this, going into Tuesday, all the momentum was South East Melbourne.
Yeah, I still backed the Phoenix to come out of this even a couple of days ago, but up until halftime, I had my concerns. They flicked that switch, and now you feel like everything could come together in a Game 3. But still, you've got the 6-time MVP, a home Adelaide crowd where it gets incredibly loud. Anything can happen.
Have you noticed that's twice he's thrown back to predictions that he's made in the past? We've got a semi-final Game 2, and he's over here making it about his previous predictions.
You really are. Stay strong.
Unbelievable work, Peter. The second half not far away. The Perth Wildcats lead by 3 to the Sydney Kings right now. What a second half we've got coming up.
Welcome back to the jungle, and it's the Perth Wildcats leading by 3. It's been a thrilling first half of basketball. Can the Cats deliver in the second half, or will the Kings reign supreme and take control of this series and head through to the grand final? Exciting times ahead. This second half is going to be an absolute beauty. My question is, can Perth shoot as well in the second half? Because they've been on fire.
Well, 42% isn't a crazy high statistic. They can maintain that. They have the talent. But the thing that's killing them is the 22 bench points by the Sydney Kings. They need to find a way to slow scoring crackdown, but there was no slowing down Ben Henshall, Brad.
He was amazing. And if you would have said to me that JLA, Christian Doolittle and David Duke Jr. would be 4 of 14 at halftime and the Wildcats would be up 3, I'd say you're kidding. Ben Henshall was amazing, knocking down the threes. Confidence was great. Pepper gave good minutes. This team is ready and balling.
Well, let's have a look at the Blackmores shot chart, because Ben Henshall was the star of the first half. 17 points, 5 rebounds as well. Now, Benny Henshall, career high 26 points against the Hawks last season. He had 21 to halftime in that particular game, and he scored 17 points in 4 games so far in his career. So that 26 points, 21 to halftime, he needs to do better than that. He needs to creep higher than his career high for the Cats to get the win tonight.
But keep in mind, Christian Doolittle played more of a facilitator role in that first half, so he's got more productivity in him on the offensive end. But I anticipate the Sydney Kings will come out in this third quarter and really crank up the defense and try and create turnovers and get out in transition and get easy opportunities to score the basketball.
Well, on Wednesday night, the third quarter was the Perth Wildcats quarter. You look at Kendrick Davis here, 11 points, and it's still okay, but that 4 of 12 is a little bit low, and that's what he'll try and improve. But he had 8 points in the third quarter on Wednesday night, but the Perth Wildcats went 31 to 25, and Christian Doolittle had 17 in that quarter. That's what he'll be looking to do this quarter.
And Xavier Cooks, of course, in a little bit of foul trouble in that first half. He starts this second. He's just got the 2 points to his name. So hoping he can stay out on the court and provide some excitement as Doolittle and Delhi get tangled up. Doolittle shooting over the top of him and nails it.
That's tough. I just mentioned the fact that he's got that firepower. He can go for 20 plus in a half easily. He knocks down a really tough free ball over Delvedova to open this second half.
Up to the 7 points for Doolittle. Coming off the foot of the Wildcats, so still be a Sydney ball.
And that Kings pick and roll, remember in game 1, Brad, in the second half, they went to it a lot, and it paid great dividends down the stretch, and a lot of that was when Xavier Cooks came up big from the free throw line.
Davis sending it away and swishing it away.
Well, just as we said on Wednesday night, Doolittle had 17 and KD had 8 in that third quarter, and they both come out and go bang with threes.
Pass to Pepper. They want to get it to Doolittle. They'll just throw it up high against Delhi. And here he goes, muscling his way through. Pass outside, 5 on the shot clock. Duke will try and force the foul in the end. The defense looked okay until the last milliseconds.
Well, Duke actually made a bad decision there. He had the step-back jumper, opted not to take it, and put himself in a bad situation right there. I thought he had the opportunity to elevate. And Galloway,
I just think he's coming forward a little bit there, Galloway. That's the right
no doubt
call.
It was a foul.
Yeah.
He gets the first, Duke Jr. Put the 5 to his name so far in the game. Got to be a roll on Davis throughout this one. That one rattled around. 4 points to margin early in the third term. This is game 2. Sydney win. They're through to the grand final series. Here's Cooks, Suarez, plenty of time, and he likes time out there.
A reliable three-point shooter. They put 2 on Davis as he used that pick and roll, and that led to a wide open kick out for Suarez, and he makes the Cats pay.
Henshall. Duke Jr. and loses possession. Offense has dried up a touch the last 2 times. Nothing dries up when this man's around. Another little finger roll for 2 off the glass.
Well, they've got to get composure here, Perth. John really won't want to burn a timeout to try and get them going offensively. You're right, Lockie. They're just struggling a little bit. They've got to get the ball from one side to the next. But look at Dellavedova's defense on Doolittle.
He keeps on going, the dude. Can't make it go, and he's going to foul as well. And the foul, simple foul, basic foul will be called. They'll have a bit of a chat. Let's have a look on the Army replay.
Well, I think that should be an unsportsmanlike because he's not in a defensive position where he can make an honest play at the basketball. I would not be surprised if this is upgraded. He just reaches out carelessly and grabbed Davis's right arm.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Good call, Ruck.
But Dellavedova gets the credit for this situation now. That's 2 outstanding defensive sets there from Dellavedova as he's dealing with a much stronger Doolittle, who picked up that unsportsmanlike foul.
So this is where they've got to keep their heads, Perth. They can lose the plot.
Well, it's kind of the team who's playing well in the first half, and the Wildcats having just to hold off the force and almost the irresistible force of the Sydney Kings. You know a run is coming.
Yeah, 2 minutes 13, and Kendrick Davis has got 7 points in this quarter already, already up to 18. You got to go straight back to him now. Let him play, take him one-on-one and go for it.
They spread the floor a little as he shoots away, rattles around. Doolittle caught one in the eye. Delhi called for that one.
And Delhi puts his hands up. He doesn't totally agree with it, but he's looking over at the Wildcats bench saying, okay, that's my foul, but guess what? I got a good whack on your guy's face in the process.
I'm not sure it was Delhi. It certainly wasn't Delhi. He had his 2 hands down, didn't he?
Well, he took that foul. Smart play by the veteran.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was him as Duke Junior will pass inside. Malual tucks it in and finishes off the glass for 2. They need more of that, Perth. 1 point the margin. Davis, pass, little loose. It'll be a Kings ball.
And they're just checking to make sure that ball did indeed come off the Wildcats. I believe it did, Lockie.
Reckon it might have come off one of the feet of the Wildcats. Okay, so well, they have changed that. So Delhi was right. So Suarez will be on 3 now, finally. I predicted it half an hour ago. And Delhi doesn't have the foul. You could see in the replay, couldn't you, that Delhi had his hands down.
It's the right call.
Here it is here.
Yeah, right there.
Here's Davis. Duke has him. Davis shoots over the top. Wildcats starting to have a bit of an impact. They need him desperately. No Dylan Windler. Need everyone firing. The Perth Wildcats, and Joe's fallen over and lost possession of the ball.
I'm just surprised at the lack of intention from the Perth Wildcats to try and exploit Suarez and Cooks playing with 3 fouls, Brad.
Yeah, they seem to be looking for the 3 rather than going for the inside of the 2. I know they rolled that there, but it seems like kick the ball on the outside. They're not attacking now. The possession before that, the Sydney Kings are sagging off the Perth Wildcats and saying, well, if you want to shoot it over us, go for it. But then they whipped into JLA and he got that layup. That's where I agree with you. Get it into him. He should be going every possession at these guys right now.
So Cooks has a rest. Suarez still out there. And it's a 1-point ball game. Sydney Kings have fought their way back into it. It was 3 the difference at half-time. Perth held the advantage. Delhi running the show. Pass is good. Malual's been terrific so far, and he continues that trend.
The stroke is consistently pure. He's up to 13 off of 3 made threes.
How about the elite pass from Dellavedova right in the pocket?
There's so much going on between Delhi and Doolittle at the moment. There's going to be a foul on Pepper coming over the top. Delhi's gutsing it out right now, isn't he? He's taking on a man that's several inches taller and a bound of muscle, but it doesn't matter for Matthew Dellavedova. He's up to the challenge.
Well, environments like this, Lockie, it's imperative that you have a good communicator, somebody that can share the coach's message or the blueprint coming into this game to the troops on the floor. And that's where Dellavedova is so essential. You just watch him. He's always talking and ensuring everybody stays on the same page and maintains composure.
Bench warning for the Sydney Kings. They were up and about. Their team up and about at the moment as that one swatted away. Pepper on the charge. Wants someone coming past in the end. Finds Doolittle. Pass is good. Henshall stopped from shooting on this occasion. He throws it up to Big Joe, and there'll be a foul.
That's a good call.
Well, Dellavedova's just gone straight over the bench and say, give me a sub. So they'll bring Jalen Galloway back in here. Now, Delhi has done a great job. There's JLA, like you said. Delhi has done a great job on Doolittle. Now is when Perth Wildcats need to understand time and possession. Their best defender on Doolittle has gone off the court. Start to get him the ball now. Let him and JLA work their magic.
So baseline ball for the Wildcats. JLA did his very best to try and get some shots. 4 points to margin. Kings lead it. Travelled 4 minutes in this third term. And there's another foul called. It'll be on Galloway.
Oh, that's his fourth on Galloway.
Yeah, 14 fouls for Sydney as well.
Now, normally you would see Quatnoy come into the game right now, but they just haven't got the minutes out of him this series so far. He hasn't been shooting the ball well, so they will stay with Galloway.
Jude Jr. to Doolittle. Finally gets a little bit of space. Under pressure, shoots. JLA, is that a travel? No.
No, he's got a hit out of his hand. Yeah, got a hit out of his hand. Well, that's good work by Doolittle to go straight at the rim. And then he had his good offensive rebounders in place in JLA to get the ball.
Still can't get going Doolittle though, can he? He's got the 7. As you said though, he's distributing a little bit as Galloway is strong. Jalawala Chuls hauling in several boards.
Yeah, well, he's got 11 now.
Trying to find Pepper. Can't get away from Galloway. Russell Nance decides to shoot. Whoa. My goodness me!
Ill-timed, well executed. Dante Russell Nance on the Amy replay. Doesn't like what's going on, says, why not me? Wow. Russell Nance for 3.
Wow. Oh, the arrogance of the young man. Good to see the Amy replay all over that one. 57 to 56. It's the Tangerine timeout. Hope you're enjoying all the action. This is game 2. And we might listen in to John Riley. What's he got up his sleeve?
If we're just massaging the ball and that one looking like, what do? Chicago, then we can get this guy in the side ball, okay? Move the ball, live in the paint. I need everyone on the glass, everyone locked into personnel. Here we go.
Simple message for the Perth Wildcats. Crash that glass. Make it hard for Sydney. 57-56 the score, 5 to go in the third term. So much basketball to play in this game. And of course, earlier on tonight, it was Southeast Melbourne storming home. They were down, would they get down 16, was it, in the end? Something around 16.
Yep.
And
that tidal wave
home.
came, Lockie.
Wow. A man called Sobey turned up the heats.
What a season he has had.
It's incredible to be playing your best basketball at the age of 35. It is something that we rarely see.
Let's go to Wertho, who listened in on Gorge. used the word, though, in just a moment.
Walked into the timeout and was calm. He was really calm with his players and just said, guys, we've got to defend. Look for a few more dribble drags with Kendrick Davis coming out in the next 4.5 minutes.
Well, I think that, it's called an offensive foul. I thought they call it after the shot, which could be 2 free throws, but it's not. So an offensive foul, yeah, good call there. Pepper just going straight up and down.
A very awkward collision between those bodies. Pepper, strongly built, just bounces back up off the floor, prepares himself to launch a 3.
So no shots, of course. 1 point the margin. Game 2 delivering here in Perth. Can we go to game 3? Or is Sydney good enough to finish the play? One off balance, a little rushed in the end.
Oh, good set though. I like how they got a good shot out of it.
Coach Rosen all over that one. Torrey Craig was terrific in the first half. Missed that one. Doolittle now on the break. Does he take on Craig? Duke Jr. Strong body, has to feed it back out. Russo Nance on his hands and knees. Pepper, he'll have to shoot. 5 on the shot clock. Doesn't make it go. Wagstaff and Quatnoy wrestle underneath the hoop. Quick pass. Craig. Back to Quatnoy. Needs this one for a bit of confidence. Can't make it go. .348 remaining. Duke Jr. That's very firm. And a foul for Jesse Wagstaff, trying to sneak round just to slap it out of the hands of his opponent.
Well, that's only their 3rd team foul, so that's fine. Jesse will have a seat now. JLA's coming back. And we'll see Dellavedova coming back into the ball game as well for Malual.
I'd like to see them really focus on Doolittle here with the Kings already on 5 team fouls. And see if they can get Doolittle going. He's only got 7 points on 2 of 6 shooting.
JLA reaching in there, trying to put the pressure on. Davis in the corner. Doolittle with the boards. Got an outlet in Pepper. Got around his opponent nicely. Good little move there for Elijah Pepper. Very controlled.
Good work by Doolittle. Elite again in the open floor and makes the right decision.
Also Nance all over Davis. Hard to stop this man. They're right behind him. They fell off him. Cooks, strong, can't finish the play. The pass inside, 2 against 1. Was a little crazy in the ends. Here's Dellavedova to Cooks. He'll finish it nice and easy. So athletic.
Should have been an and 1. But on the other end, Russell Nance just got to be patient.
Yep.
Move the ball. You don't need to make that play from a difficult angle.
So Cook's just covering the point. He just stands at the top of the key and defends whoever's up there. Now he has to roll because JLA moved inside the key. Pepper.
Stagnant offense here.
3 on the shot clock. He's got to make the play. They're not going to get a shot up, or will they? No. After the buzzer, it went.
Well, John really's got to make a change. Russo Nance and Sunday Desch on the court at the moment. You got just a little bit of lack of creativity between those 2 guys, and Desch hasn't really been a factor late in this season anyway.
Well, I'm just not sure why Ben Henshall's not in the game.
Yeah,
he's had a great first half.
Set for a while,
and
too.
Right there, those 2 people, and here comes Ben Henshall now, right? So those 2, there was 7 seconds left when it got out of their hands, and it's not enough. He's had good minutes, Nuso Rance. There's no problems there, but yes, you've got to get him in quicker.
Well, it's all about chemistry and making sure that 5-man dynamic has the offensive potency and the defensive balance.
Detch on Davis. Pepper comes out to help him. Delhi gathers. Little fade away from him. Doesn't go. Lots of bodies. Here's Doolittle in trouble. Lots of players slipping. Davis stands up.
Perth with some empty possessions could come back to cost them.
Davis shooting for three. Rattles around. Delhi with the board. Can he go back to Davis? Out of his hands. Now to do. You're right, Ruck. Perth need to score here. They've really slowed down. Not a lot of movement in their offense. JLA, that's nice movement, although he missed it. The big man had it easy. Now at the other end, really costly. Quatnoy way off target.
He's been really long with all his shots. The Wildcats have numbers if Pepper.
The pass good, Doolittle tempted. Henshall, bring the hot hands. Won't go on this occasion.
Great looks from both teams, everyone taking the right shots. This is playoff basketball. Perth Wildcats,
so
59-58.
Henshall's injured. He's coming off the court. He's called off the court. I reckon he's done a calf. So he's had it. He's got a bandage over the top, so maybe he's been carrying it. That's why he's been resting during that third term straight away.
Oh, look, he's having pickle juice there, which normally means cramps.
Yeah. He's had a big first half. So, Big Sheldon with his big hands, he'll get to work and massage that out.
There'll be half the size of the legs by the time that guy's finished.
Pass inside, Delhi, floater. And it drops in.
I don't mind the defense that Perth's playing. Double, get it out of Kendrick Davis' hands, make someone else make a play. Yes, Delhi hit that one, but Kendrick Davis can turn a game on a dime.
Big game here. Duke Jr. missed the play. That's two easy ones now for Perth. Could be costly. Davis with ball in hands.
Davis 6 of 19 at the moment. The Wildcats have done a good job.
Torrey Craig doesn't make it go. Duke to Doolittle. Time on the clock. Doolittle shoots. Can't make it go. Pepper. No foul. No foul. The crowd is going to go off their nuts. We're going to take a break. We'll let him cool down. And we'll have a crack after this. Here it is.
Foul.
No foul called. 1 point the margin. Sydney lead it here inside. A raucous jumble. It was Sydney by 1 in game 1. It's Sydney by 1 with a quarter to play in game 2 of the semi-finals. The Kings 60, the Perth Wildcats 59. The crowd is electric at the moment. They're up and about. Their team needs them right now. Lose, season is over. The Blackmore shot chart. Benny Henshall been a star. Davis has been a star, but not really what we've been used to.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic. You look at that, 19 field goals for the 18 points. Now, that's good defence by Perth. That's what I will say. They've really attacked him and made other players go. But listen to this venue. It is electric.
Certainly is. Everything on the line. Perth lose, season over. And Sydney charged to the grand final series. Malual, Delavadova takes him on and gets fouled underneath the hoop. Let's go to Wertho court sides. Hopefully he can hear us. Wertho.
Lucky, as we know, in the West, but Ben Henshall, just a bit of cramping. He's currently on the exercise bike. He's ticking his legs over. He does look a bit despondent. And John Riley, however, in the three-quarter time huddle, he's trying to punish the switches that the Sydney Kings do. And if they can find a way to get JLA at the front of the rim, that's a good start for them.
Really good opportunities to score in that third quarter. I think they blew 3 scoring opportunities right at the rim, Lockie.
Yeah. Make sure you getting your chance to win the Mitsubishi Outlander as Delhi drops in another one. The Outlander LS Black Edition plus more than 45,000 in additional prizes. Mitsubishi, great supporters of your NBL. And there's the code word down the bottom, ignition. Just jump onto that QR code and have some fun with us here at the NBL. One under Mitsubishi. Here's JLA. 3 points to margin. Doolittle sitting on 7 points. He's found it real hard.
And he found himself in a congested lane. Suarez was walling up. Delavadova was providing pressure on his shooting hand. And Doolittle bailed out as they whistle a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, to me, it looks like the arms come down here. That's what it's going to be called on, right? Suarez here, drop the arms down. Right there, you got to stand up. The arms come down. That's 2 free throws. Good call by the referee.
First one goes in.
Lockie only 13 points in that quarter for Perth Wildcats, 17-13. The Kings win it. And like you said, Rock, they missed some absolute simple ones.
Yeah, and if you execute, that's the goal. But that's not enough in and of itself. You must be able to finish shots around the rim. And we saw 2 opportunities in game 1 that the Wildcats squandered.
But the key to that, they only gave up 17 because the Kings could come out that 30. It was good defense.
Yeah. Duke Jr. and Davis. Another tough assignment for the Wildcat. Davis feeding inside, and Cooks will hit that every day of the week.
That was just in slow motion. Absolute elite point guard by Hendrick Davis. Makes the right decision.
Wagstaff looks inside. They want to get it to this man. Doolittle. Just can't get going, Christian Doolittle. Here's Malual. And a foul there for Duke Jr. He's going to make him earn it from the stripe.
Good foul. They're going to have a talk here to see if it's going to be upgraded. They're just looking at it, having a chat.
Michael Allen said, no, all good.
And Doolittle disappointed with himself for turning that ball over in traffic. A good job there by David Duke Jr. to commit that foul and not allow Malual to get it up. We know Malual is a great athlete, and it's difficult in the modern era to foul in that situation without giving up an unsportsmanlike.
Well, I agree with what you're saying, and Doolittle, he can take anyone in this league one-on-one, but what the thing there is you got to get the ball from one side to the next, because right now it's 1-on-2. He just needs to get it from one side to the next, get it back, and then go.
Find another avenue now, the Perth Wildcats, because they're trailing by 5. Turnaround massive for Sydney.
Or JLA, you go into him, he's got Cooks on him over that left shoulder, right-hand hook, unstoppable with Cookie right down there.
Duke Jr. Cooks is there, he's got to defend. Duke Jr. throws it up. JLA working hard. Wagstaff must hit it, does hit it. The veteran from the corner, bang she goes.
Timely 3-ball off the offensive rebound. Great kick-out pass. Wagstaff, 3-ball, corner pocket.
Back to 2. What a game, what a series. Championship series up for grabs. Craig slowed down a touch in this second half. Davis shooting away. Oh my goodness.
Wow. No way. He did not just do that.
When you're that great, it doesn't matter what type of game you're having. Always a threat, always full of confidence. Davis mid-range bucket.
Come on, that was outrageous.
Duke stuck inside the key, needs to get it out. Pepper swatted away. Good defense. Malual. Davis, speed. Slows it down now. Out to 4 again. Sydney looking control. Malual is shooting away.
That's going to be on JLA, I think. Yeah, it's on JLA, so it's only his second, so there's no issue there. Right, the next 7 and a bit minutes is massive for both coachings. Both absolutely key for what substitutes they make. We know that the Sydney Kings win this. They go to the championship series for the Sydney Kings. Perth, they want to force
there's a
through.
foul on Wagstaff. He didn't really need to do it in the end because Doolittle grabbed hold of the ball.
It's been so physical out here. All types of collisions. Galloway nudges Pepper a little bit. And then right there, Wagstaff goes low on Cooks, takes his legs out. And you're always going to get the whistle in that instance.
In the end, he did have to do it because he got the hands to it to try and get it to Doolittle, but caused the foul as well. 4 points, 7 remaining. Perth sees it on the line. Wagstaff has Davis. Little awkward. Galloway fading away, slotting a 2 in. We need a timeout for Perth. 70 plays 64. Sydney in control of this game with 6:52 remaining. 17 points for Benny Henshall for the Perth Wildcats, 12 to Elijah Pepper. They're the only ones in double figures, 20 to Kendrick Davis, 12 and 15, 12 to Craig and Malual on 15.
It's just a tough one here because you know Wagstaff can't play the whole 10 minutes of this quarter. So who do you sub on? And Ben Henshall obviously has cramping issues. They don't have Windler. How deep do you go? And this is where you just got to look and go, where does he get these minutes from? And that's where I think the Sydney Kings have got a little bit of a leg up right now against this Perth Wildcats team.
And you can't free up Doolittle, can you? He just cannot get some freedom out there on the court.
They've done a great job on him tonight.
So 70 plays 64. We've got 6:52 remaining in this game. Six points the margin inside the jungle. The Sydney Kings been terrific in this second half. They've muscled their way, inching their way towards a championship series. Benny Henshall, he slowed down. He had 17 to the half. He was leading the way in everything. Mitsubishi Motors 3-point leaders. He's sunk 4 in the first half, and he's barely put foot on court in this second. Had a bit of cramp. They need him out there. Doolittle, he struggled. They've been all over him. Needs to turn it around now, the big man. That one rattles around. Can't go. That'll be still a Wildcats ball. Doolittle just no freedom at all.
It's a good look.
Well, since the half, they've only scored 18 points, the Perth Wildcats. Some of that has been good defense by the Kings. Some of it has been poor finishing as Duke Jr. is off from deep. Danger signs now for the Wildcats.
Another basket here, and it'll make it really hard. So much composure in this Kings outfit. Davis. Pass is good. Malual wants to go to the post. Cooks. Back to Malual. He gets round his defender and slots it in. He's had a terrific game. Well, he's up to 17 now.
I don't know how much longer you can wait for Henshall. It's either now or never. This game is an 8-point ball game, 6 minutes to go.
got to score here now, Perth, you'd have to think. Give themselves some sort of confidence. Maybe this man. He's driving to the basket. And he was out of courts. Nothing going right for Perth right now.
Well, their inability to capitalize mid to late in that third quarter on the offensive end has now increased the belief the Sydney Kings have on the defensive end, and now they're just really starting to swarm on the Wildcats. They've already pretty much taken Doolittle out of this game.
They certainly have. Were they courtside?
Hey, Malual has obviously had a great game, but let's talk about the Sydney Kings defense. The Perth Wildcats aren't going to win this game playing one-on-one because Brian Goorjian's team's just played great team defense. And on the other end, they've just got all the offensive firepower to punish you as well. Boys, what do the Wildcats need to do from here to get over the line?
Well, it's a great call, Wertho, and right now it's getting the ball through the hands. Like you just said, exactly that situation. One-on-one, it's just not working tonight. You've got to do it by committee.
So Henshall's about to come back on the court. Last-ditch attempt from him. He's battled cramp after an electrifying first half of basketball. Hasn't been able to really get some minutes into his legs in this second. Duke Jr. resting up. And he needs some magic now because it's 10 points the margin. Doolittle against Delhi. He's drawn the foul.
He'll go to line to shoot too as he was ripping that ball through into his shooting motion.
So the foul there on Matthews Dellavedova. 2 shots for Doolittle.
And now it's going to really, really put strain on the two-way nature of the Wildcats. Sharp offense with high-level defensive intensity and execution. But now Kendrick Davis in this fourth quarter has started to find himself again. And we saw that little baseline mid-range he hit before as Doolittle misses the second.
Just drops his head a little too. It's been a tough night for Christian Doolittle. His team needs him to have a bit of a purple patch. Oh, that was brilliant. What a pass. The Bay didn't go though. Deserved better. Delhi missed underneath. Maybe a chance here now for Perth. Doolittle bumped off the ball. Sunday misses it. Passing, Henshall needs to go. And Pepper keeps it to his team's advantage. Smart play from Elijah.
Good hustle there by Elijah Pepper to keep that one alive. Henshall looked out of rhythm on that naked 3-ball.
I think they've got to run in it. Not sure where it's going to come from, but you just feel it's going to drop soon.
Henshall again.
2 in a row from the same spot. As he limps back into the defensive position. Henshall with a big 3.
This crowd wants to roar. They want to get behind their team.
Davis shooting off balance. No trouble, sinking a 3.
He can score in so many ways. Big time shot.
Doolittle. He's been smothered. And it's still a Perth ball. Duke Jr. Doolittle's just smiling away, saying, what can I do to get a foul?
Well, I thought there was a hack as he was out there half court. He got by his man and they let him play. Sunday Death just not able to A, keep up or get any help as Davis comes off that little take action, pulls up, knocks down a 3-ball.
Everything has to go right for Perth now. That's the first one. They got 6 more points to get at least.
Well, the whole Wildcats crowd is standing as one. They want this team to get them over the line, and it all comes from the defensive end. They need stops.
Listen to the roar. That one doesn't go. It's time for the dude to deliver. He's got ball in hands. He's paid the big bickies to come up with the big plays. Henshall shooting way too short.
Great hustle.
Good hustle. Malual charging to the hole and dunks the ball. Take that, Perth Wildcat fans, he says. Rammed it in the hoop, and he's got 19 to his name. Duke Jr. down the other end, left hand, goods. What a game of basketball, still at 6. Plenty of time.
Pepper will pick up Davis at half court. Big possessions.
Well, Cooks will go and get a screen here. You've got to be careful if you're JLA. You can't sink. You've got to go aggressive at the ball. Good, get it out of his hands.
Pass into the corner. Craig doesn't
Good
go.
dude.
Henshall, they've got to score here, Perth. Duke Jr. Henshall shooting. Just misses. He's on one leg, Benny 10. Probably didn't need to rush that one. The Amy replay. Here's Malual.
So explosive getting off the deck. Not only can he go up high, but he gets there quickly. Malual says, watch this. Amy replay.
Morteen looking after us, of course. Needed that around the house today. A lot of flies. Left the door open, Brad. And it was a bit of a shocker. So smothered the room as this is the magic moment. Thanks to Morteen. This man has really turned it on. Second half been terrific.
Well, leaders step up at the right time, don't they? And it's just fantastic basketball from that man. He's got 25 points from 23 shots, mind you. They've done a good job, Perth, to try and get it as tough as they can. But, oh, look, you've got to give credit to the Perth Wildcats. They're down on numbers. They've got no Windler, who's so huge for this team. They are playing and throwing everything at this dynamic team that is the Sydney Kings that came rocketing in. But the Sydney Kings are 2 minutes 26 away from a championship series.
Kendrick Davis, 3 of 4, Lockie, in this fourth quarter with 7 points. And he's been exceptional. He's riding high right now after a tough second and third quarter.
Kings have won 12 games in a row coming to this game. Of course, 100-plus points in 9 straight of those, so this one's been a little unusual for them. It's been a bit of a dogfight, but I don't care how they win it. They just got to get this one and go through the championship series. Delhi and Pepper. There's an opening. Delhi works his way in. Mr. Experience gets it done.
Well, where's the help, D? You've got to be on the split line and just at least come over. I don't mind Pepper getting up and in, but there's got to be on the split line.
Doolittle shooting, and we go to the line.
And right now, the Wildcats need to get together and come up with some type of defensive game plan. I'm really surprised they're not huddling.
I think they're exhausted. I don't think they can walk together.
Who gets the first?
This has been an all-out war from both teams. They have given absolutely everything. They are spent. They have nothing left. They're running on fumes, but what a game.
We've said that it's been a tough game for Doolittle. There's still potentially a double-double.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty damn good effort from him. Still 6 points. Got out to 10. Pass inside, brilliant. Cooks. And he'll be fouled.
Smart basketball there by the Kings. Got through a couple of actions out of their initial set and then ultimately wind up in a Davis-Cooks handoff. And Cooks dives and receives a great pass from Davis. Goes the line to shoot 2.
Well, good foul now. Cooks did shoot a lot of 3-throws at Huttle, at least 4 or 5 on Wednesday night. And he was very good from the free throw line and knocks that down with extreme confidence. Now, this is a guy that had the yips at the beginning of the year. It is so obvious that he has worked so hard at his free throw game this season, and a lot of it's mental. And he's doing so well from there in this series.
He makes them both. Silences the fans. Back out to 8. Tough now for Perth. Been a physical game. Trying to get Pepper free. Doolittle decides to go himself. Off target, Pepper. Keeps it in play. Doolittle again. That one rattled around. Got to get a stop now. There any chance? Under a minute 30 to go.
Well, it's not over, but those two shots just felt like a little bit like the Perth team this season. So close, but just doesn't drop.
Double team comes, Delhi. He likes to float up. That one off the glass, no good. Pepper. Pass to Doolittle. Decides to go the three, it was blocked. That was great defence, Torrey Craig. Pass is long, Malual scores. The Kings look home and hose. The championship series is within their grasp. 85-75, Tangerine timeouts.
Well, the Sydney Kings, you've got to give them credit. They came rocketing into this semi-final series with the hottest team, and as the hottest team in the league. Perth threw everything at them on Wednesday night. They got the win, but tonight has been all class by the Sydney Kings, and they will win this and go to the championship series. And what a series that'll be. But who will it be? Adelaide or Southeast, Derek Rucker?
Well, the Kings have done it off the back of an outstanding second half on the defensive end. They've restricted Perth to 29 points, and Doolittle has not really had an impact on this basketball game when it's mattered most. And John really having last words to his team to try and get some type of miraculous comeback. But the next stop is Adelaide, game 3. Brad, I'm not going to make a prediction.
So 85-75 win, and they're through to the championship series. And will start on the Saturday, but still, they won't know who their opponents will be until Tuesday night, when Adelaide and Southeast Melbourne go at it again in game 3 of their series. 53 seconds remaining. Perth need perfect basketball to pull off something special. Duke Jr. Good hands.
And it's tough now, Brad.
Yeah.
They're trying to find good three-point opportunities, but this Kings defense is just locked in.
They're switching everything. They're not worried about who they're guarding up against.
And that ball just hasn't gone. Wagstaff has to foul straight away.
And what a second half, Lockie, by Malual.
Yeah.
8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from the three-point line. And he's had 11 points in this second half. Just a key performance from a blossoming role player.
Yeah.
Makwach Malual.
Absolutely, but I mean, this defense from the Kings tonight, and to keep a Perth Wildcats team to 75 points in a game, in a semi-final series where it's win or go home, that's pretty elite defense.
So career high now for Malual as he slots in another one. It's been a massive game. He's had 23 and 7 boards. Duke Jr. to Pepper. Pepper shoots. That doesn't go. Tapped out to Doolittle. He just cannot find it. Another pass. Quick hands. Duke Jr. Shooting percentage will drop big time now. Sydney have done the job. Davis on the grounds. Cooks will have the ball. And time will run out. Season over for the Perth Wildcats. And the Kings are chasing that title.
Well, I just want to talk about Malual here and what a game he's had. Now, this is a kid that has started a number of games this year, but they did not start him tonight. But that is a good thing for kids out there. It's not, starting's not the whole thing. It's who you finish. It's how and what you're allowed to do to finish. But Malual, amazing.
Davis will get the first.
And credit to the Perth Wildcats. So many experts had them as an underwhelming underdog, but they've come in here and put a good performance on against the Kings and pushed them.
Pepper shoots away. Does not matter because it's Sydney heading to the championship series. Best team in the second half of the season. Will they be the best at the end of this campaign? They had the Wildcats covered. It was a thriller in game one. This one, though, they just out-muscled them, didn't they?
It was a clinical performance. They found the keys to stymieing the Perth Wildcats offensively and Christian Doolittle. The Wildcats go 13 of 42 from the three-point line, commit 15 turnovers, and eventually the talent of the Sydney Kings shone through, and they advanced to the championship series.
Yeah, I agree. Great series by the Sydney Kings, but let's take nothing away from the Perth Wildcats. For them to be able to go on the run they did at the end of the season, Lockie, they had a number of wins. They had to get in here. They've had some ups and downs, but the final straw, we can all say, is losing Windler at the end of that game in game one, when you had a chance to win it. When he hasn't played this season, they have struggled, and yet again tonight, he wasn't there.
It is amazing, too, because they were so close to actually winning game one. If they'd won game one, how different would it have been in game two? So, unfortunately for Perth, it's season over, but this team, they're on the charge. What a sensational outfit. Had all the answers during this semi-final series, and now they get some time just to relax, take a deep breath and await Southeast Melbourne or the Adelaide 36ers.
46-29 second half, Lockie. That is just says it all.
And we spoke about it, didn't we, at half-time, just saying, can they shoot at the clip that they were going at? I mean, Perth's season, the three-point line wasn't their friend. Let's go to Wertho, who has one of the stars of the game.
Oh, McQuatch, could you imagine halfway through the season that you'd find yourself in this position, a semi-final, going up against the Perth Wildcats, 23 points on their home court, getting a win to secure yourself in a grand final?
Not really, but, you know, we've got great teammates. Delhi, you know, KD, X, you know, they came to me and said, you know, we need you. We're going to need you down the stretch. And it's my job to just come in and try and help out any way I can.
Let's... Well, I'm glad I've been around for a while to see that one coming. Unfortunately for the young fella who didn't. Let's talk about, you talked about your teammates and what they've been able to, what they mean to you this year. What words of wisdom did you get from your leaders like Delhi, KD, about what this moment would mean for you and the Kings?
You know, I got to shout out Delhi. You know, with a guy with a pedigree like his, you know, to be able to accept coming off the bench and, you know, came to me and said, you know, we're going to need you. Just do what you do, and if you need my help, I'm here. So I just got to shout out to him.
Hey, congratulations, our Footlocker player of the game. Well done. And we'll bring in Kendrick Davis now as well. KD, congratulations on the win. Your second year as a pro, mate. I know making a grand final means a lot to you. What are your emotions in this moment, knowing that you're going to your grand final?
Oh, man, I don't got words right now. I'm under the weather a little bit. My allergies bothering me, so sorry, I'm clogged up bad. I'm just happy, man. We put in a lot of work. I love my brothers, man. These are my brothers. I love them. And, man, I want to win it all for them.
Obviously, everyone knows about the offensive prowess that your team has, and you in particular. Let's talk about the defense in the second half. McQuatch getting into the gaps, Torrey Craig and the deflections. Talk about the team defensive effort that you showed in the second half against the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's what we hang our hat on, defense. We didn't do that in the second quarter. Coach challenged me. I think I let Pepper get going too much in the second quarter. And, yeah, I feed off of these guys. So when they get stops, I guard. Yeah, that's our identity, and we got back to it in the third and fourth.
Good luck in the grand final, mate.
There we go, Kendrick Davis, another star of the game, 27 points. The final score, the Kings 89, the Cats 75. Sydney off to the championship series.